You can't believe this. Someone painted a poor little kitten blue and threw it away like trash. Before we find out what happened next, let's give a huge shout out to Puppy Game for sharing this tragic story on their channel. But wait, there's more to this story than just sadness. This is a tale of amazing survival. The tiny kitten fought hard, even though things seemed hopeless. Will the kitten be okay? The poor kitten's story is like a roller coaster. One minute it's in deep sadness, the next it's fighting for a happy ending. It's a tale of a small and helpless kitten subjected to unimaginable cruelty. Despite the odds against it, this little soul refused to give up and ultimately found a glimmer of hope in the darkness. Have you ever been walking home one day, everything normal, and then suddenly something unexpected happens? One evening, a man was walking home from work just like any other day. Then, something strange happened. He heard a tiny, sad meow. Could it be? Where is this coming from? He started getting curious. With a growing sense of urgency, he started searching the area. He peeked into the open cans, then cautiously lifted the lids of closed ones, hoping for a glimpse of the tiny voice. He even flipped trash bags upside down, careful not to make a mess, but found nothing. The man was about to give up when a discarded cardboard box caught his eye. Inside, a shocking sight awaited him. A tiny, motionless kitten lying there. The paint, a shocking neon blue, covered her completely, making her look like a sad, forgotten toy. The sight was heart-wrenching, raising questions. How and why had she ended up in such a dire situation? Were there more kittens like her in the surroundings? Above all, was this kitten still alive, especially since the sound had completely stopped? There were too many questions arising, and much needed to be done. The man quickly checked his surroundings, scanning for any other unfortunate victims of the tragedy. His heart raced as he surveyed the area, hoping that no more helpless creatures needed aid. After a few moments of anxious searching, he breathed a sigh of relief as he realized that there were no other kittens nearby. Shifting his entire focus to the unconscious kitten, he approached her with delicate care. He lifted her from the cardboard box filled with trash and gently placed her on the ground to assess her condition. He thoroughly checked for any sign of life, his fingers moving with precision as he examined her tiny body. Suddenly, he felt the faint rise and fall of her chest. She was still breathing. He felt grateful when he realized he had saved her just in time. It was a painful scene to watch. Understanding the need for immediate medical attention, he rushed her to the nearest vet, praying it wasn't too late. This was not an easy journey for the rescuer, as the cat remained motionless. Upon arrival, the vet was immediately faced with a troubling situation. The kitten was unconscious, and she had been covered in blue paint. The vet's priority was to check if the kitten had a stable temperature. It was found that it was lower than normal. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, the vet knew that prompt action was necessary. They decided to give a medication to stabilize the health of the kitten. But what to do about the paint on her body? How to remove the paint from her fur without causing any pain? It was a delicate operation, requiring a gentle touch and a lot of patience. Using a special solution, the vet carefully removed the paint, particularly from the areas allowing IV access. They wanted to ensure that she was able to move. They gave her nutrients through a drip so she could feel some life. However, it was not just about gaining strength. She also needed love and care to recover from the tragedy. After providing her with all the nutrients, the cat was placed on a heating pad. She needed the warmth. Once she was warm, she was placed on a smooth surface. The warmth of the heating pad and the gentle touch of the caregivers seemed to spark a faint but growing will to survive. Feeding her was the next hurdle. They provided her with the nutrients, but she definitely needed some food. No idea how long she has been lying there with no food and water. A mixture of food was prepared and placed in a bowl to see if she could eat. They were observing her movements and later realized that she was too weak to eat alone. What could be done? It was then decided to feed her through a syringe. Though it was a slow process, each swallow was a triumph, bringing her closer to recovery. That was the first breakthrough in her recovery journey, but a lot still needed to be done. Slowly and gradually, she began to start moving. With newfound strength, she approached the cozy shelter set up for her. There, she was offered delicious food. Watching her eat, now back on her feet, was an incredibly moving experience. She ate her food to her fill and returned to her shelter to sleep. What happened next will leave you in complete shock. The tiny kitten, once lying still and lifeless, had now come to life and was exploring the world around her. With newfound energy, she jumped from one spot to another, as if to make up for all the time she had lost. Not only that, she was no longer covered in blue, sticky paint. She looked like a completely new cat, clean and fresh. It was nothing short of a miracle, and a testament to the care and love she had received that had reignited the spark in her soul. Her appetite had returned, and she eagerly ate her food, as if to make up for all the meals she had missed. The fragile kitten was placed in a separate room filled with various toys for her to play with. Everyone took great care of her now to ensure that the surroundings were comfortable and secure without any potential threats. Despite all the care and concern, it was still unknown who threw her in the cardboard box or threw paint all over her. Watching her playing and living her life to the fullest was a delightful sight. It is also a heartwarming reminder of the power of love and care. This kitten's incredible recovery was a testament to the unbreakable will to live that resides in all living beings, no matter how small. She was no longer just a survivor, but a beacon of hope and a symbol of the goodness that exists in this world. Her journey from the brink of death to a playful and energetic kitten was nothing short of a miracle, and a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always hope. It surely would not have been possible without the ones who set an example of humanity and kindness. So let's take a moment to acknowledge everyone who played a massive role in this incredible journey. A huge shout out to the person who rescued this little kitten from a life-threatening situation. His heroic act gave this kitty a whole new lease of life. We also want to thank our unsung heroes, the vets, who are always there to make a significant difference by saving several lives daily. Lastly, we want to recognize and appreciate the brave survivor, our lovely kitten, who fought through the toughest of circumstances. And of course, thank you for not giving up. Did you enjoy this incredible tale of survival? If you want to see more stories featuring incredible feats of bravery and resilience, please let us know. Share your thoughts about this act of kindness in the comments. And if you love cat rescue videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.